Jermaine Griggs here. Welcome to another broadcast of mine. I want to talk about this topic really quickly. Setting aside time for this will change your life, and it changed my life. And before I tell you what that is, I want to set it up with a short little story about this farmer who had lost his prize gold watch. And it wasn't just an expensive watch, whatever, but it was a sentimental watch. And he couldn't find it among the hay, right? Amongst the hay. Just so much hay and stuff in the barnyard, he gave up until there were some kids running about, and he enticed them to come and help him to find the gold watch. So all the kids got in the hay and they tried to find it, and no one could do it. And he got discouraged and he almost gave up until one kid came to him and said, "Hey, Mr. Farmer, will you give me one more chance to try to find this gold watch?" And the farmer said, "Well, go ahead, but many have tried. I've tried, tons of kids have tried." And so this is what the boy did. He came out in 20 minutes. He had found the watch, right? And the farmer is baffled, like, "How did you find this watch in 20 minutes? And the boy said, "Easy." He said, "I got quiet, I got silent, and I listened for a ticking sound, mechanical watch, tick, tick. I got really silent, I listened, and I just went where I heard sound. And soon I had uncovered the watch. And here it is, Mr. Farmer." The farmer was elated. And that's my message. This one thing will change your life. And I know I always talk about motion, but life is about balance, right? So anytime you get one philosophy, I want you to also think that things in this world come in twos. Everything comes in twos. Gender can't even have a battery, positive, negative. They call it the law of polarity, the law of duality. Everything comes in twos. So yes, I believe success is attracted to motion, but you'll never see me preaching, work all day, every day, till you get tired and sick. Right? I'm not that type either, right? So I believe you need to be in motion. I believe if you can't fly, run. If you can't run, crawl, right? Do whatever you got to do, but be in motion. But there's also time that you got to set aside to be silent, like that boy. We're all looking for guidance. We're all looking for direction. We're looking for that meaning. We're looking for that thing to make us tick, right? Like that watch. And sometimes to find it, you got to go what seems like backwards, not in motion sometimes, to fuel yourself to find out the direction that you need to be going in to find what it is that you need. So the boy got silent. He listened for the watch. He listened for the ticking and the talking, and that allowed him to move in the direction to find the treasure, to find the thing that he was looking for. And that's what I call what I read in the book, The Compound Effect. It's called the bookend. And they call it the bookends because the beginning of your day and the end of your day. The middle of your day can be crazy. Grind, like they say, get in motion, do what you got to do. But have some time in the beginning of the day for silence, meditation, prayer, and simple listening. Right? And it's powerful to do it in a time where everybody is asleep. I'm telling you, some magical things happen in the early morning. I mean, if you're like me, my kids are crazy. If you've seen them, my kids are, and I thank God for energetic, dynamic, loud, crazy kids. And that they are. So trying to meditate midday when my kids are home, it's going to be interrupted. I'm just telling you that. I don't care how much I threaten them, it's going to be interrupted. But you get up at 5, you learn to get up at 4:30, and yes, it takes some planning the night before. You can't be up watching that 10, 11 p.m. hour, showtime. You got to get in the bed so you can be up at a time at 5 where it's silent, and you can sit in a quiet space. And for 20 minutes, I'm telling you, just breathe. And what you're doing, you're just focusing on the air coming in your nose and out your mouth, and you're really not trying to think about anything. But it sounds so simple, but it's so hard, because what's going to happen, you're sitting there with your eyes closed, you're breathing, a bill that you got due today is going to come in your mind, zap it. You're trying to get away from that. I'm not trying to think about what's due today. I'm just trying to be. And I'm telling you, in that silence, you come out of that silence, and then you take note of what your brain feels like. Because, see, to receive, you got to empty, right? If you're doing, motion, yes, you're gonna find something if you're just in motion. People are running around with their heads cut off in a sense as well, knowing what direction to go in. So when you take time, sometimes it seems like you're going a few steps backwards, but when you take that time to just be and you try to empty this thing, and now it's empty. Now it can be filled with new ideas and direction, and it can be filled with vision and clarity. And I'm telling you, I keep telling y'all, in my 20s, I was go. You couldn't tell me anything. And sure, I can speak on both sides. I'm never going to tell you one thing. I'm going to leave it up to you. First of all, I'm telling you both sides of it. You got crazy busyness, motion. Y'all East Coast folks, I'm a West Coaster. We more laid back. I can say that. East Coast, I went to New York, visited some friends. It's like, go Subway, I'm on the grind. I couldn't keep up. I'm an introvert, y'all. I have to go back. I just had to be. I had to breathe, right? And people are like that. But with that, because things come in twos, duality, to what extreme you are this way, you got to figure out how to be that extreme the other way. Or that's going to lead to burnout. That's going to lead to despair. You're going to be like, it's not sustainable. But if we can get the beginning of our day right, meditation, prayer, direction, figure out after you come out of that, you will have clarity of mind. You will feel good. You will feel calm, right? Time to breathe, drink some water. And we call that a ritual. What's your morning ritual? A good morning ritual when everything is quiet and silence will change your life, because the rest of your day, you will feel like that day just comes together that much more productively. You will have clarity. You will have mission. That day won't fall apart, especially maybe you don't work a 9 to 5, but you have command over your own schedule, right? But a lot of us that do have commands over our own schedule, it's a gift and a curse. Somebody say amen to that, because the gift is, yes, I can have freedom to do what I need to do during the day, but the curse is I look up and it's 3 o'clock. I'm like, I got to get on Facebook Live. I ain't done nothing today. Now, thank God I went to the gym, but your day can get away from you as well. So a good ritual will set you up. And I know when I'm at my best, I've got my ritual in the morning. I do my workout early after that, and then I can get to work and I can hammer out everything that I need in 3 to 4 hours instead of sitting there with my head cut off, being interrupted, procrastinating, jumping from one thing to another, distracted, social media here. You look up, you done been there 10 hours, might as well been hanging out with your kids if you're going to be in front of the computer 10 hours with nothing to show for it, right? So a good ritual. Now, on the other end, why they call it the bookends, is you got to have something that sends you to bed productively. People think sleep is just that thing you just fall asleep. No. Sleep is where you recover. Now, if you think you got to recover in the physical sense, think about the mental sense. The mental is always harder than the physical. Physical is easy. Mental is hard. You got to send yourself to sleep. If you watch a scary, nightmarish movie, some trunk foolery, that's what I call foolishness, and then you go to bed, you're probably going to dream about it and you're not even going to remember, and you're inviting negative thoughts into your subconscious in the moment of your day where you are most receptive to it. Like as you're falling asleep, that's the best way. It's a gift and a curse as well, because that's the best way to get information in. So I might listen to something as I'm dozing off. Yeah, I might not be like totally getting it, but if I'm dozing off, like Audible, you can set it up with a 30-minute timer, which means you can have a book reading to you as you dozing off, and then your phone will turn off in 30 minutes. That get something positive. If you're biblical, have the Bible reading to you. If you want to read something motivational, inspirational, have it reading to you, fall asleep to that. And then tell me what you dream about. And you ain't going to still remember it. But I'm telling you, your subconscious is picking up on that stuff. Because most of the stuff that we pick up and the way we are, it's not the stuff that we are conscious of. It's the stuff that seeps in over time, and the conditioning that seeps in that gets deeply rooted. And we don't even know why we are. We don't even know why certain people get on our nerves. We don't even know why we're nervous, but we're confident in this other situation. We can't even begin to understand what the subconscious is going through. But we can do some things on that latter bookend to help, right? And then you wake up, you got a really good night's sleep. And so make sure the nighttime, you journaling, reflection, meditation at night as well, prayer at night, things like that. Go to bed. Now you have a nice, calm, stress-free 8 hours of sleep. You can wake up, do your ritual all over again. And that's it. And I believe, my opinion, that will change your life, because it's changed my life. Just try it. Don't believe me. Don't take what I say as gold or truth. Try it yourself, and you let me know. You let me know if it helps. If it doesn't, well, throw it out. But if it does, you've got a strategy, right, to help direct your day.